We are live. Hopefully you guys can hear and see me fine. We're back to our Pysanky craft along. We do these annually. And I think everyone enjoys these for the most part. Howdy, Tammy. All right, so I did draw my design for this craft along in advance. So what I kind of wanted to focus on was the colors. I'll show you guys the design first, and then we'll kind of go from there, testing the colors. Let me move my mic a little closer, so if you guys, hopefully you guys can hear me a little better. Okay, so I don't know if the contrast is a little high on my camera. Let me turn that down. All right, so I drew a frog, a little grumpy frog on a branch. He's wearing a witch hat. And then I've got kind of a more traditional design on the border here. And then I've got a cauldron with some bubbly goo on the other side. So what I want to do now is kind of test my colors. I've got my keepsake already kind of heated up. I'll do a test run on the thickness of the nib that I'm using. That way I don't accidentally mess up any details by blowing them out with the larger nib. So let's back out a little bit and then work on some color tests. Put my keepsake somewhere it's not going to burn the house down. Tammy, did you manage to get your design done? I know you said you were going to work on it. All right, so I think what I'm going to try and work out here is the order that the colors are going to go in, and I'm going to see what that's going to, like what the finished product is going to look like here. I'm going to take the lids off of my dies. Trust me, every time I do any kind of live stream and there's some kind of like jar of fluid lying about, it ends up all over the workspace. So I'm trying to keep this from going crazy. So give me a second here. Hey Tammy. I'll tell you, having that chat box actually kind of helps out a lot. So I was wanting to go for a more muted egg. Here's my egg from last year. Okay, I don't want to touch it, accidentally get some dye on it. Very bright, fun, eyeball flowers, and kind of a spiky basket. Look, I really like that egg. It turned out really well. All right. Just take all the lids off of this here. And I've actually had these colors for quite some time, so if you mix your colors, you can use them, dilute them, hang on to them, don't dump them out after every time. These it sounds kind of gross, but I've been using these dyes for a long time now. All right, so we're just gonna pipe some of these colors out. Here's black. Clear out my pipette. purple. Go back to the color test there. Dark green. Tammy says she's gonna do a bluebird with some flowers. That'd be nice. I know they have like a lot of really nice blue Pysanky colors. Let's see, where did I leave off with my colors? We did black. I think this was purple. Oh no, that's scarlet. But I diluted the scarlet, I remember last time, with some black, so it kind of turned it into a burgundy, like a burgundy color I really like. We did green. This is actual purple. There we go, very diluted purple, like a lilac color. Let's see, the base color. I want to work with browns. I don't think I'm going to use, well, maybe I'll use that scarlet color. I'm trying to find what I want to do the base egg, because I think I'm going to start my base egg not being white. So I think I'll use that kind of creamy yellow color first, and then we'll go from there. So let me put these, because you got to choose the correct color path. So I think mine will be like the creamy yellow, and then a light green, and then I think like a dark gold, and then dark brown. I am not great at mixing colors for this particular setup, but one does learn. All right. Tammy, are you starting your egg out as like a white base, or are you dyeing it first and then starting in? I just boiled some colors, so I need to cool those off. If you just boiled water and did your dyes, you want to make sure it's not too hot, because it's going to melt that wax off. And then you'll be a sad clown, like me. I've done that once. It's like, oh, it shouldn't matter, right? I don't think there's going to be any blue, so I can go ahead and get rid of this blue that I have back here. Orange. Pretty much all of these are variations and densities as far as color goes. I think if one day I'll make it easier for myself and just use the colors and do like a traditional design, because traditional Pysanky is really, really nice. But I don't know, I always gotta put my twist on it, right? Let's pipe. I think I wanted the band on the frog's hat to be maybe orange. So that would have to go into the earlier numbers, earlier dyed colors. Retro atomic symbols. Oh, to go with your kitchen design I know you got going on. some dark green. Put that one over here. And then test out my browns. I've got some browns in here because dark brown. Slightly lighter brown. All right, I think I got my order in my head. Famous last words. Okay, let's look at this sheet here. So first things first is I'm going to dye my egg this creamy, like beige color, and then we're going to work to the next lightest color, which will probably be the frog and bubbly pot details. I think I'll just use green for both of those. And then go from there to darkest. I think I might use the scarlet color for the band on my frog's hat. I think this is a nice range to be working with. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. All right, I got a number 2 on the Kiska. Got my wax ready. Who's using a normal flaming Kiska when you light it on fire? I am using, oh, you know what? So that dye that I have for the beige is a different dye that I bought. So I'm going to try that out on a test egg first. So I've got a Q-tip and an egg that has my, oh, there seems to be, I have a missing part. To my, there we go. All right, so let's test that out real quick. I'm gonna give it a shake. Yeah, the egg clamp is nice because it keeps it from rolling down the desk. However, they're insanely expensive. So let me see if this will actually stick on the egg, because I'd hate to do all that work and then dunk it in it and it doesn't actually dye it. It seems pretty watered down to me. It made it slightly beige. Yeah, I think that'll knock down the color enough. All right, let's give it a whirl. We're going to very carefully put it in here and hope it does the thing it needs to do. So one of the reasons that some of the actual like professional Kiska decorating people will use a full egg is for this reason. It won't float when you're putting it in the dye baths. But I can't imagine doing all that work and then I try to go blow out the egg. I go to blow out the egg and it doesn't do anything. And I basically am just trying to make it a little yellow, like a creamy color. I didn't really want my egg to be super white on my first layer, so there's hoping. Tammy, you can use a mechanical pencil. That works just fine. And for the most part, dunking it doesn't get rid of the markings, so. I do think I went a little heavy-handed with my pencil markings, just so you guys can see it on camera. So we'll see how that turns out in the end. And it's the vinegar that helps etch the color into the egg. I went a little heavier with my vinegar, so it feels like it makes it work a little faster. Give it another 5 minutes maybe, and then I'll take it out. I love these little pipettes. You can get them at painting stores and stuff. Super handy. It looks like the egg is starting to really pick up the colors. All right. I'm gonna drown it for a minute. Should have got some like egg tongs, like those kids' egg tongs. All right. Stand it up on its end. Got a nice gold color. Just gonna pat it dry. Shake the excess stuff from the inside out. You have kid egg tongs? Yeah, I should have got some. That was a great idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now start outlining my design. And if you happen to accidentally rub some off on your design, you can always go back in with a pencil. There's a couple spots that I want to retouch up. All right. The ever dripping egg butt. The egg bee hole. I'm gonna kind of, I just had lines where I knew I was going to be drawing the fingers. I'll draw the fingers on now. That's the first outline I'm going to do. I feel like I'm probably going to be kicking myself for choosing a slightly aggressive picture here. Usually Pysanky is a pattern, not really pictorial, if you will, but and remember, if you drop wax on your egg, that's it. It's got to stay there. Don't try and wipe it off. I did that on my first Pysanky egg, and I was like, oh, your instinct is just to go touch it and try and wipe it off. It makes it worse. All right. Don't want that. Take off anything that you don't want on the egg. And that's another drawback to the dyeing with the hole already in it. You got to deal with the eggs leaky butt the whole time. That's all right. Okay, I think I am ready. It's a nice, oops, sorry if you guys weren't seeing that. All right, here we go. I think I'm just gonna hold it. I'm gonna do a lot of going back and forth. Let's see, I need an egg holder. Is it gonna roll? Let me fix my egg holder because I kind of like it being sideways. No, working on the frog. I'm just going to hold it. I don't want it to mess up. All right. I've got an electric kiska. Sorry, excuse me. So it's pretty easy. If you guys have the flame kiskas, you basically are holding your kiska over the fire till it's heated and then put the wax in it. For me, I just have to suck up some wax here into this funnel, fill it up. I'm using black wax because it's easier to see on the egg. I'm going to outline my frog and do his eyes. My camera focusing. Hang on a second. Camera should be auto-focusing. 1 second. There we go. And then let it refocus. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. The eyes of the frog are going to be this color. So you're just working your design in reverse color. Get some more wax. Paper towel real quick. The frog guy. I apologize if I'm not talking a whole lot. This is a delicate work here. This is one of those crafts where you find yourself holding your breath all the time. Pysanky. Tammy. You're a gas. I can't. You need to post a picture of the last one you did. I can't. It probably had bats on it. Did it have? I feel like I remember it having bats. Well, worst case scenario, it is whatever it is after you're done dyeing the egg, and then you just add some painted details on top of that. I'll never tell anyone. I probably shouldn't have had a second espresso drink prior to this. I'm like, man, why are my hands shaky? Let's see. And I feel like I need to block off, do some dot work here, so there's more of a gradient going into his stomach. If that makes sense. So whatever's covered in wax is going to stay light. So I was thinking maybe giving him more of a gradient. up here too. Little frog freckles. Feels weird doing that, putting it straight in the... We'll make his fingertips fade too. This is like an old school kind of etching style. Keep his fingertips light. Oh yeah, sorry if I'm not, the computer is off to one side, so Tammy, yes, so whatever you want to stay light colored, you have to cover with wax, because when you put it in your next dye bath, it'll just get destroyed if you don't cover it. So I wanted to outline my little guy. And now I'm just creating a slight fade from his fingertips to the next. It'll be a light green and then dark green. Let's see. Do I want to outline the hat? So for instance, I think I want to do an outline of the hat in black. So that is going to stay uncovered all the way to the end, which is kind of crazy because I'll be layering wax and leaving it exposed all the way down to the bottom in order to get a black outline. But I'm going to make it happen. Okay, and I think I want this outer ring to be light colored as well. So I'm going to do... I want these shapes to kind of keep these shapes a little bit. So I'm going to do this outer ring. Actually, let's do the crisscrosses first. And I kept my repetitive design portion pretty simple. Tell me if it gets out of focus, because I don't know why my camera's having problems with it. Keep your key script pretty clean, otherwise you'll start getting globs. And the wild thing about this whole craft is you will not know what it's going to look like until the end. Oh, hey, Mammy. Couldn't find your supplies. Oh, no worries. You know us. Do whatever 100,000 crafts you probably already have going on. Feel free to finish any of them in this time frame. Probably should use the larger, like changed out my nib tips to be a little bigger for this part, but I feel like every time I change something, I'm tempting fate. So, movies. I went and saw the Minecraft movie with the kiddo. That was actually fun to watch. And then while she was hanging out with her dad, I watched the second Smile movie. That was a wild ride. Off my Kiska's getting crazy, trying to mess me up here. Did someone move your supplies? You have a house gremlin. Alright, now I'm running into my frog hat, so I gotta make sure I don't cover that. I think getting good supplies is probably going to get kind of difficult over the next couple years. Not to bring up current affairs, but we are tariffing the snot out of everything, so I think it probably is going to get a little hard to find quality supplies. Yes, the penguins, I think, are probably on strike. And I got to give a shout out to the unfortunate passing of one of my childhood crushes, of Val Kilmer. He will be missed. I was obsessed with his Doc Holliday portrayal. Oh, whoops. You guys gotta tell me if I'm out of frame. Sorry. Not that it's your job. It doesn't help also if I'm not constantly staring at the chat. Uh-oh. Ah. Ah. Should have put the camera closer to my face. That one's gonna look a little junky right there, but that's okay. All right, one little border done. That's gonna look a little messed right there, but oh well. But when I do like strokes, pulling towards something always messes me up. I like going away from my body as opposed to pulling forward. And I thought spring was here, but it's 40 degrees today, so a little bit chilly. All right. Now for the other side. Seems like that took forever to do. This might look good. This might turn out. It just might. All right, I'm gonna try and make this go by faster. Hey, Wendy. Didn't see you come in. Sorry. Pumpkin Squeak, she wrote me, I think it was yesterday. She's going to be joining us on this, the Slightly Sinister website. But Patreon had put through its charge first, so I had to get her out of that situation so she could join us on the website. 'Cause I think it's a much better experience. You guys will have to tell me if it isn't. But everything seems to be working as far as you guys getting notifications for the craft alongs, which I think is the biggest situation that I like, or biggest improvement. Yeah, Pumpkin Witch, I think, was she the one that jumped in during the trivia night? I think that was her. I think both of them are in spindle bow. So if they return full on, and then you got Stephanie, you guys, spindle bow might be something to worry about this year. No Lycanhold is. Okay. Hey, Mina. Kind of wild how much wax will, how far one little dip of wax will get me. I mean, I'm using a smaller tip, but you know what I mean. Oh, yes, Mina, I picked some springy type background music, even though it's not really spring feeling here right now. It's kind of actually very cold. All right. let me get that circle done. Oh, and I'm doing a frog, a witchy frog. Well, Tammy, the cool thing about the electric tool is just you don't have to keep a burning flame going. It's really not much different, honestly. It's just I have camera equipment. So as often as I can, I try and avoid having flames underneath my cameras. Oh, jeepers. Of course. Ugh. There we go. Oh, that was a problem. I don't know why I did. I had the cord on the other side of my arm and it kept pulling me. So that's the other advantage, disadvantage, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm going to have to add a design element that I did not have previously. The cord is annoying, I will tell you that. Okay, so see up here, I added accidentally to the wrong place. So I'm just going to have to put one more little part in there. Don't even need to go all the way down, I don't think. Just make it symmetrical. And do it on the other side. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Now on this side, I got little stars in there. The stars should probably stay bright. So we'll just do a little. Stars, and do some dots, different size stars. Stars. And let's do these leaves. See what else. some more leaves down here. All right, Wendy, you good? Y'all settled in? All right, got my little frog section done. Let me make sure I got okay, we got these little highlights on the bubbles need to stay white. Some stars over here. You're going to be working on your lichen hold cross stitch, or you got something else going on? And let's see, cauldron bubbles. Is it weird that I like the smell of vinegar? Like all these Got all these open things of vinegar. Water smells good to me. To these little legs. I think I should have do this line. Wax. Feel like I got a clog in there. Alright, almost done with this first layer. And after this, I'm probably going to have to switch to the thicker nib. Because it's better for filling in large areas. But we'll see. Alright. I think I'm done with this first layer. I'm nervous. Let's see. Alright, let me get... Ow. 1 second. I gotta stretch my legs real quick. Dang, Pysanky rest. Alright, hang on. Alright, I'm gonna stand up real quick. My bum is falling asleep. I'm on a hard stool. I think it's gonna look great. I'm just nervous about my color order. I do not want to mess it up. So I'm thinking I either need to do green or brown, the light brown next. See, I think we need to do green. I think it's green. All right, let's do light green. Ooh, here we go. Where's my light green at? It's purple, black. Let me make sure this is the right one. Okay, I'm gonna take my pipette and make sure this is the correct green. It's dark green, okay. Moment of truth, guys. Part of me wants to dilute it even more just in case, but we're gonna do it. Let me see. Okay, I think that's light enough. I'm doing my test egg. Okay. Going in. I don't think I'm going to soak this one for very long because this is really just a faded layer, fade layer. Come on. Tammy, you're a genius to get the egg tongs. Okay. Dry this off. That is some neon. Woo! It's a bright green. It's cool looking now. Oops, get the lid out of my way before I get dye everywhere. Just pat it dry. Don't rub it, obviously. You don't want to mess your wax up. All right. I think I'm going to keep the leaves, this kind of border detail, the leaves that color. That way there's green on every side, and I kind of like the vibrancy, so. Clog in my, get up my little clog removal tool, wherever it is. Soak up some of that drip. All right, now let's keep blocking off the stuff that we don't want to be colored. What's going on with this thing? Make sure it's not broken. Uh-oh. Something going on with my... Oh, God. Egg goes rolling down my drafting table. That was not great. Reload. I feel like my Kiska is not very hot. I don't know what's going on. Technical difficulties, folks. I think my craft room might be too cold, so let me go turn a heater on real quick. Yeah, it's not coming out. Might end up having to make this heated up anyway. Alright, I'm gonna change out the tips just in case there's something stuck in it. Alright, if you get the electric one, there's just a little hex screw. And you just take that out. Take the screw out, don't lose the screw. And the tip isn't blazing hot, so don't worry too much about that. Just be careful. I'm gonna put this close to my face. Let's try it one more time. All right, let's fill her back up. All right, and if this does not, oh, there we go, much better. Sort of. Alright, now it's letting me, hopefully it's focusing on the egg. There we go. And then I'll get it to focus again. There we go. Alright. Okay, I think we got it going again. Still not putting out quite enough wax. So I think my craft room might be making this difficult because of the heat. So hopefully my space heater will help out. It'll still work. It's just not as clear as far as me being able to see. As you can see, this is the advantage of the over flame kiskas, the traditional ones. Obviously not gonna have to worry about some kind of short happening. Here we go. Yeah, you can see the difference. Okay, great. I think it was a combination of issues. This is by far one of my most favorite crafts. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but once you get into the vibe of it, it's quite peaceful. Okay, maybe the space heater is working. Just make sure I don't get that too many. I keep my house pretty cold, so I'm assuming the Kiska, electric Kiska is kind of a lower temperature situation. So if your ambient temperature sinks to a certain level, it's probably not going to help your Kiska stay warm enough to melt the wax. But I had a space heater going just in case, and it seems to be helping. Not great for camera equipment, but that's all right. All right, kind of make this a little better. More wax. More dye. Tammy says she's got more dye on her than her egg. Yeah, that's just crafting life. It's like, oh, you always have more glitter on you than the project. Puppy pee pads. That's a good idea. I actually had a bunch of those, like, somewhere. I just got this silicone mat underneath mine right now. But I feel like silicone kind of attracts hair a lot, so things don't stick to it unless it's hair, I guess. Alright, I got those green parts done. Cover part of this leaves here. And then on the frog, fill in these frog features. Yeah, the space heater is helping out quite a bit. Some dotty frog blending here. Oh, wait. Oh. Camera died. Sorry about that. How long ago did that happen? Alright, hang on 1 second. Alright, let me swap the batteries out real quick. Here we go. I'm filming at a higher resolution so that batteries will die a little faster, but it's a better quality video. I think there's something wrong with this tip. Hang on, I gotta stick it next to my face. Yes. Mina, yes, lots of detail. I'm like, yeah, okay. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I think if this goes the way I plan it, it will look cool. I like the last one that I had done. Thought it was really cool, but I totally winged it. Alright. Fill in these bubbles. Bubble, boil, in trouble. Double, double, whatever. You gotta fight that cord. I don't know why I keep it in front of my wrist every time. Okay, fill her up. Focus, camera. There we go. Okay, let's do green little dots in the middle of these. Hang on. Got a notification on my computer. That's covering the chat. Okay. There we go. I think this will go pretty quick from this point. All right. Let's see. What else I need to do? All right, I think we're ready for the next color. Let me figure out what that's going to be. Let's do what color did I say I was gonna do the frog band? I think I decided on like a scarlet red. So I think we should do the dark green next, followed by the red, followed by purple, and then light brown, and then dark brown. Okay, so what did I just say? Dark green. Maybe dark green I should just do. I think I'm just going to do dark green with like brush it on. All right, where's the dark green? Is this it? That's brown. Dark green, is this you? Yeah, we'll just, I think we'll do that, just dabbing on, because it's literally just two little parts. Okay, so we got the frog. concerned is how that green will work with that red. So we'll just kind of dab it onto those spots. You can dunk it if you want, but I'm going to kind of control it a little more. And it's fine that I'm getting it on the areas that are around where that is, because those are going to be darker colors. So next, I'm going to cover these green areas completely. Dab them dry. Mr. Frog dry. All right, now we're gonna fill him in, except for this little spot under his lip. Actually, no, let's not chance it. Let's just fill him up all the way. I'm gonna switch to a bigger. Oh wait, we gotta go to the cauldron. All right, after I've, yeah. All right, so the cauldron. Do a little Alright, we'll switch to the bigger nib. How's everyone else's coming along? Let's go to, I think that was a 2, or that was a 1. Switch to the 2. All right. clear out any stoppages. I'm gonna fill in my frog. And then we're gonna do light brown and then dark brown. No, light brown and then the red. It's the tough part. You gotta get the order right. Can't mess it up. What are we doing on time? 2:30? We might go a little past the time. So understandable if you guys got to jump out at any point. I'm going to keep going though until I get this done. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with another outstanding craft. And I don't want to have that. Alright, so I'm just going in, filling in the entire frog. Except for his eyes. Those are going to stay black to the very end. Alright, frog is filled in. We're going to fill in the rest of these leaves. Leaves. And the rest of the cauldron. Bubble, cauldron contents at least. Okay. Now, let's do light brown. We're gonna dye everything light brown. I think. Come on. Ah! See, the cord, the electric has its ups and downs, right? Because now you gotta worry about a cord and something that constantly stays hot. All right, let's go back to the main picture here. All right, so now I need to do everything light brown, which I think I determined was this one over here. So let's just toss it in there and hope for the best. Out of here. Don't need that anymore. All right, I think I picked the right one to do next. Woo! That's a challenge, right? Especially if you're mixing, like on all of the keepsake kits, it will tell you what order to do your dyes in. But if you're making like your own colors, it kind of complicates things a little bit. I think this might turn out okay. I don't know, what do you guys think? Oh, Tammy, did you use a brown egg? Oh. You know what? I mean, this might be... If I was someone who did these to, like, sell, I think it would probably worth it just to buy a goose, like an actual goose. These things are quite expensive, to be honest. The eggs are. Well, I mean, could be a vibe, right? Like the muted brown, like everything looks a little muted. Could be a vibe. You could just go in and paint the light details back in. All right, almost done with the light brown bath. I still Pysanky. Sammy, you're hilarious. Okay. Light brown is done. I think what I will do next will be purple witch hat, red band, and red accents. Leaky egg butt. Make sure you get that out of there. I can't wait to see your egg. I'm sure it's great. You're always like, oh, it's the worst. And I'm like, okay, sure, it's the worst. Okay. All right. Okay, light brown done. Back to the keepsake. Make sure my hands aren't soaking wet with dye. Load her up. All right, so first I'm going to do the branches. Oh no, I can't see my frog branch. I should probably draw that back on. Well, I don't know. No, I'm going to do it. No. Yes, no, yes. Let me find my pencil. Wherever that went. I'm like, ah, I'll just freehand it. I'm like, ah, that's a bad idea. Okay, so tree branch goes down. And then I had a frog sitting on a log. Okay. I'll make some like kind of bark looking situations. And then on here, it's just dots. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just melting a hole in my mat. Okay. No, actually it didn't, because silicone does not melt easily, I should say. Okay. Branch. Log. Do I want to keep that brown in there? I think I should. I like the light brown, so I'm going to fill in this part of that repetitive border to keep that brown color. Kind of like a wood frame, kind of. Oh, you guys are so awesome to each other. Talking each other up. I love it. Teamwork. Uh-oh. I missed a spot. Of course. It's all right. It's kind of hard, the farther you get, like seeing which layers or catching which layers or spots that you need to fill in. I feel like this is probably where the most accidents happen with Pysanky. So you kind of methodically go through it, otherwise you're going to miss stuff that you need to fill in. I think I got it all on that side. Really only have the sheen to go off of, so hopefully I didn't miss anything. Next side. Yeah, that is nice. You don't to not have to keep reheating it. And you do have to be careful, because if you get it too hot, then the wax is too runny. So there is that complication. And I kind of like doing the traditional version. However, for filming purposes, I don't want to like ruin something and then be put off for the entire live stream. Like I'll just be like obsessing about the problem. I think. Oh, my butt. Let's see. I think that's as good as I can get. I think I've got it all. Okay. So next is going to be the red, then dark brown, then purple. Oh, my frog hat has disappeared. Gotta draw that back on. Oh, poop. I messed up. I should have drawn the frog hat on. Because oh well, it won't look bad. It'll just look like it's going behind the frame instead of in front of the frame. That's okay. Worse things could happen. But I am going to outline the hat. So it doesn't get lost in the sky. Alright, I think I'm good to do red. Oh, wait, cauldron. Woo! Do a little bit of fade in for the cauldron. Okay. Then I am going to go ahead and just single dip red. Okay, now we're going to do red. Wherever that is. Let me find that. Okay. This one is dark green, delete that. It's water, orange, ended up up not needing that. Is that black? Another green. Is this the red? Black. It's one of these two. I think it's this one. Dip test. Kind of feel like that's it's green. Definitely don't need that. Okay. My pipette. Adding a little bit of orange to this. I'm gonna brush this color on because it is quite dark. I just want to, that looks pretty damn dark. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Okay. Check on this thing. Ugh. Ooh, that one took color. It's a cool color. Okay. That one must have had a lot of vinegar in it because it sucked it right up. Okay. Okay, now I need to cover the band on the hat and then the little sections part of the border. We are almost done, guys. I really like that color, like a burgundy, I guess. Maybe what it is. Okay. Get some of this junk out of the way. Yours said not to add vinegar? Oh, well. I don't know. Mine's like a powdered dye. Is yours a powdered dye? Alright, so let me fill in these little parts first. I think I put a link on the supply list to the ones I used. If not, if those are the ones that told you not to, then I'm just not following the rules. Mine said a teaspoon of vinegar. I just didn't use a teaspoon. I just used whatever I had on hand to measure it, which was my brain. Oh, that scared me. Some ink or some dye came out of the bottom, and I thought that I had gotten wax all the way down. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Is your dye not sticking to your egg very well? Oh. That might be part of it. I mean, like the etching parts, like you can do eggs that are etched down, like have like a texture to them, and that's done with vinegar. So the vinegar is like an emulsifier, and it roughs up the surface of the egg. Did your packet? Okay, so your packet did say to use it. Okay, I was like, dang. I hope I didn't give you bad information. Oh, Tammy. We will conquer this craft. I'm not a master at this in any way, shape, or form. I'm just kind of winging it as well, so don't feel bad. This is probably the most, the biggest attempt at just like a basic, you know, not basic, but like a traditional border or geometric shapes. Let's put it that way. I'm not. My brain only does organic stuff for whatever reason. When I was at art school and I had to take like hard surface modeling, which is modeling like objects, or I had to do like architectural type things, my brain does not like doing it. It's not that I can't. I think I just prefer the fun, fantastical. Like I'm definitely Art Nouveau over Art Deco. Buy a goose. You have every other animal. Dr. Doolittle. Might as well buy a goose. And you could just start selling Pysanky supplies. Okay. Tedious little fill-ins here. think I got this side done. Let's do it on this side. Hopefully knock this out pretty quick, hopefully. I still have 2 colors left to do. And I don't have my heat dryer, or whatever you want to call it, blow dryer. So I'm going to just hold my egg up over a flame to melt the wax off and hope that I don't scorch it. But typically I would just use a dryer. I hear geese make really good guard dogs. I think there's like a prison that uses, it's either ducks or geese, to alert the guards of approaching inmates to the fence and all that. Okay. I don't know if I lost you guys. Everyone there? Hopefully. Okay, I'm not sure. You guys should be able to hear me now. I don't know what happened. I think the internet might have gone down, but I tried to fix all the things. If you're back, please let me know in the chat. But here we go. I'm gonna turn the chat off. So we can just see the beautiful egg. I'm so excited. Like I said, I made a little small error up there as far as judging what was supposed to go where. No big deal. Still looks super cool. I'm very happy with this. Probably the most detailed egg I've done. I think it turned out really well. Definitely wasn't thinking the black was going to get as dark as it did. I'm so glad it did, because I was afraid it was too diluted. Let me know what you guys think. There might be an error. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me or not, but I'll post a picture in Discord. I want to see what you guys ended up with. Yeah. We have a group project coming up next weekend, just an hour-long live stream. We'll touch base on all the things that have been done or worked on. And then after that, we've got Haunted Brunch. So we'll make some progress on those projects as well. I hope you guys had fun with this. I love our Pysanky craft alongs. I hope you guys do too. And I think this is probably going to be what we're going to do every Ostara, Easter time frame. Very fun. So last year's egg next to this year's eggs. Kind of a little different style going on. Both very fun. Thank you guys for showing up for this live stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.